Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. I know. Two videos in one day on a holiday at that? What is he thinking? I felt like the channel could use a little bit of a palate cleanser. I promise you, for those who are brand new to the channel, I promise you, we are not a news channel and we are not a drama channel. Most of the time, I am doing builds, guides, or just reporting on general gaming news. This whole being in the mix of culture war stuff is not my thing at all, but I keep ending up in these situations where games that I plan to play and I care about end up wrapped up in some nonsense. I thought when I decided, hey, I'm going to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, that I would for sure not have that issue, and that me and anti-woke activists would be locked arms saying, hey, everybody should be playing this game. Who would have thought it wouldn't work out this way? So I feel like I've had a couple of videos straight that have been kind of rough, and I want to do an avowed video probably that'll come out tomorrow, and that'll be rough as well. So somewhere in there, I wanted to throw in a video that's more the kind of what I would usually do, and I figured, you know what? Why don't we talk about Sovereign Syndicate? Now, some of you might not remember this game from last year. It is very similar to Disco Elysium, but it's got a steampunk vibe to it, and you can play as one of three different characters. So the story actually switches you back and forth between these three different people. They all have completely different perspectives on what's happening in the game, and they also have different abilities and personalities. Really cool style of storytelling. I absolutely love the art. I thought it was really interesting. It has a combat system that's based on tarot cards and uses the same skills that you use to explore in the environment. So it's very interesting. Not what you are probably typically used to in an RPG, and it revolves around a mystery that you're trying to solve throughout the game. I personally love mysteries, and although I did mention in my review I wasn't really satisfied with the resolution of this one, the journey was very interesting, and overall I had a great time with this game. Really great time. I highly recommended it in my review, which I'll link in the description below. And it's getting a really cool update either in late 2025 or early 2026. Let's head over to PC Gamer's got all the details. Disco Elysium inspired steampunk RPG Sovereign Syndicate is getting a director's cut, and it's going to be a free upgrade. Now, it seems like the developer is taking a cue from Disco Elysium, which received a Final Cut update as well, adding new quests, songs, art, and animations, and most importantly, it caused the entire game to become fully voiced, which was completely different from the original Disco Elysium experience. Very cool. I did a review on that and thoroughly enjoyed what they had done. Now, once again, Sovereign Syndicate is set in a version of Victorian London, where creatures from mythology walk the streets. So you've already seen in the footage I provided, you have dwarves, you have minotaurs, you also have centaurs. Really cool mix of different creatures you can talk to. It's one of the strengths of the game. It also has you playing as multiple protagonists with multiple mysteries to solve, like finding the identity of the courtesan killer and tracking down missing orphans. In celebration of the 1-year anniversary, developer Crimson Heron explained that the studio is currently working on a fully voiced director's cut, which will also have some new quality of life options and additional comic panels for the action sequences. Those scenes, which play out in sequential art, double as Sovereign Syndicate's combat system, though they use the same skill as the rest of the game, which is based on tarot cards rather than dice. Another thing they're going to be working on is more localizations as well, with Turkish, Spanish, and Brazilian Portuguese to come, and possibly more, as well as console ports, with the intention to bring the game to Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch platforms in 2025. Really cool stuff all the way around. I'm very excited about it. Again, I love the game. when they get that full voice acting update, I'm absolutely sure I'll be live streaming on the channel. I'm very curious to find out what kind of voice acting update it is. While I did thoroughly enjoy the Disco Elysium style of adding voice acting to the game, I don't think it would work for Sovereign Syndicate. Disco Elysium took one person's voice, and he had an amazing voice, and applied it to all the characters you ever meet throughout the game. And I do feel like that worked. It added a lot more flavor to the text, a lot more flavor to your experience, and I really, really enjoy playing the game that way. With Sovereign Syndicate, you bounce between 3 different characters. And I really feel like each character needs to have their own voice. They're so distinctive. They have their own personality, completely different mechanics. And I think they kind of need different voices in order to really hammer home those distinctions. It might be weird playing them with all the same voice all the time. So we'll see what Crimson Heron has in store. I'm definitely very, very excited about it. I did throw my hat in and say, hey, if you all want some voice work done and there's something I can help with, by all means, let me know. So we'll see if anything happens with that. But regardless, I'll definitely be playing this game whenever that update comes through. I have really, really awesome things to say about Sovereign Syndicate. Check out the review. I was thoroughly surprised. When you look at the trailers, it might just seem like it's just a copy of Disco Elysium. It's not. It's not. The world feels very, very different. Mechanically, it is very similar, but they did enough to really distinguish themselves from that original property. It's well worth going through it. And I feel like it's pretty obvious they plan to work on a sequel at some point as well. So that's probably even more good reason for you to go ahead and dive in. If there's any content regarding this game that you want to see prior to that update coming out, let me know. I think I only dropped a review. I don't think I did anything in regards to the mechanics. So if there's something missing on the channel that you all would like to see, definitely let me know. I'll go ahead, dive back into the game, and see what I can do for you. Anyway, I hope all of you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.